a regular is we can call you out by name because we love you that much. Thanks everyone for showing up. We appreciate you being here. For those that are new, the 1 Million Cups program is a program of the Kauffman Foundation, Educational Foundation out of Kansas City. And they've devoted an entire silo to entrepreneurship, which we all support across the country every Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. in about 180-ish cities now. So we welcome you to our local RTP community. Know for those, again, who are new, we are meeting now at RTP twice a month and Durham twice a month with the American Underground. So always check the website so you know where and when to show up. We only have one presenter this morning. Really interesting because it's something that we can all identify with. Who has ever experienced the annoyance of a wobbly grocery cart wheel and you just wanted to slam it and curse it and throw it to the curb? Everybody. Well, thankfully, somebody has solved our problem. So with that, Bill Bateman, come up and tell us your story. Thank you, with GoWheels. There you go. All right, it's all yours.
Good morning.
You can pull it toward you if you need.
Do you hear me?
I mean,
Yeah,
not through the mic.
It was just on, right?
Good morning. Still not?
We can hear you.
Is anybody having trouble hearing me at this level? That's just about all I got. Okay. Well, thank you for the invitation. This is my second or third presentation, one to another group much like this, and then we've had presentations at prospective buyers. But anyway, it's nice to be right here in Raleigh and out of Rochester, New York, back a month or so ago. My name is Bill Bateman, and I am Chairman and CEO at GoWheels, Inc. And the little background, real quick, I'm the guy that always gets the cart that just drives you nuts. Finally, I was over at Walmart and I was going back in the dairy section, said hello to the greeter, grabbed a cart, started. I didn't get 30 feet away. It was making so much racket. I just left it. I went and got my butter, came back. I like Cabot's butter. So I came back and I left, and I thought, the reason I went to Walmart in the first place was not really to buy butter, but over in the far right corner of Walmart are the dairy section, and the far left corner is the fishing section. So I'm a fisherman, so it gives me an opportunity to run to and I thought, I would have gone and got my butter, and I would have passed 100 end caps all the way to the fishing section. I would have gotten little stuff, and I'd have come back, past another 100 end caps. And by the time I got back to the register, I'd been half full. I knew that. So, a big box retailer just does not want to see you walk in there without a cart. So, that's a problem. Wasn't 2 weeks later, went to a food line, same experience. I said, that's enough. Offloaded my groceries out of the cart, turned it up on its nose, and noticed one of the wheels had a little flat spot. So it doesn't roll on plane. What happens is that when that entry-level employee goes out to the cart corral, pick up the carts, he lines them up, puts a strap on, shoves them sideways. Well, in the United States, we have shopping carts, not trolleys. The back two wheels are fixed, and they don't work so well going sideways. So that's one of the reasons. And I looked at it and I said, God, there's got to be a better way. So anyway, let me get into the presentation. This presentation is designed for the United States retail sector. We identified a problem, and the way we're going to solve it is going to affect what? The three things you must try to improve. People want it. Is it good for the planet? and can't cost anymore. It's got, in the perfect world, it's got to cost less. So that was our chore. The identifier is the shopping cart wheel. And where is my Angela? Where are we? Where's my mathematician?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you dozed off yet? So let me give you a little data. There are 35 million of these in the retail sector. Turn them upside down. There are 140 million of these in the retail sector. This doesn't include the carts in the airport, doesn't include rollers in escalators and elevators and yada yada. Retail sector. Shopping cart wheels are replaced. They have a cycle rate of 2 years. They are not recyclable. And the reason for that is what? Mixed material stream. They have a stainless steel ball bearing, typically a hard material like thermoplastic polypropylene as a wheel, if you will, a rim, and a softer material like thermoplastic polypropylene as the tire. If you think about it in segments, if that stainless steel ball bearing was rolling as it was designed to do, it would probably do that to infinity. The inner rim, the polypropylene, is hard as a bowling ball. So if you exclude side impact and abuse, it's not going anywhere. So the fatal flaw is that soft material, the TPP. It's going out every 2 years on average. Big box stores like your Costco's, your Walmarts, and really high traffic, high load every 18 months. They are routinely removed and discarded by professional service providers who come by, people contract to come by there, they put the carts that need refurbishing out by the loading dock, and routinely 2, maybe 3 times a year, they'll come by, they'll change out wheels, straighten casters, pressure wash, do whatever. And they charge anywhere from $8 to $10 to do that per wheel.
Bill, if you could just speak up a little bit, we're having trouble hearing you in the back.
Man, I am trying. So here's who we are and what we do. We're GoWheels, and we sell wheels for shopping carts. So we've made radical improvements, as my patent attorney encouraged me to say, to shopping carts and made them infinitely more sustainable, far less expensive to maintain, to the benefit of not only store owners, but the environment and their end customer as well. We will be a forever wheel with a directly recyclable, removable, and replaceable part, the outer tire. So let's look at the claims. Take them in reverse. People. How does it benefit people? Well, people know that when they go from a plastic grocery bag to a paper bag, what? Prices are going up. They know that there's an imposition if you reduce the temperature or increase the temperature in a store. There's a comfort level there to save money or to help the environment. So there are some things that retailers could do to save the environment that really don't make a lot of sense because they're going to lose customers doing it. For the planet, we're infinitely more sustainable. And since I've gotten the note, we got to speed things up. I've got a demonstration here on a live cart, but I want to show you this. This is our wheel. This is the prototype. I've taken a very sophisticated tool for Kevin's sitting there thinking, how can we patent this? So basically what we do is we take this sophisticated tool and we press out 2 locking pins, much like the master link on a bicycle chain. We then take another sophisticated tool. I could use this, but for the end of time we're going to do that, and pull that off. What happens currently when a service provider comes by and he takes off the other wheel, they remove that and put that in a bin, straight to landfills. This, directly recyclable, single material, there are no pins, no nothing in it. To replace it, you're simply restrapping it around the outer, putting in the locking pins, and you're back in business. We can do that for, once our wheel is on, we can do that for less than $4. And that includes a sustainability program where we put a bin in the shoppers, in the customer's store. They put used tires in that, ship them back to us, we ship them new ones. That's the right thing to do. We just turned 26, yes?
Why do you have to take the tire off?
Why do you have to take the tire off? You mean mine?
No, once yours is on.
What?
You got to switch it out.
Yes.
But once it's switched out and you've got that rim on, can't you leave them on the cart?
Yeah.
You just turn the cart over and just
So this
leave
is,
them on.
that's why I say this is a forever wheel. Once we have this device.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's go to questions at the very end, so we don't.
We're done. So for the bottom line, the claim is we're going to save the retail sector billions. Check my math. So this would be on our website. There's a little flick that you can, if you are sitting there as a procurement officer or COO, something you want to see, you've got the internal data of your own specific store, but we assume 35 million carts, 4 wheels a cart at least, 140 million wheels, and if we assume a cycle rate of 50% every year, we're replacing 70 million in the sector every year. At $10, 700 million. We're charging 4, that's 280 million. We're saving 420 million in 10 years, which is the average life expectancy of a well-maintained cart, 4.2 billion. Here's another thing. In 10 years, using present wheels, they would have discarded 262,000 tons of plastic into landfills. We reduced that to 0. Anybody in here ever been on the USS North Carolina in Wilmington? Well, one of the things when you stand on that ship is you go, wow, it's pretty massive. USS North Carolina weighs 45,000 tons fully loaded. That's 6 of these. So just think, 6 is what's going into the waste stream. Okay? Next, summary. People benefit without cost or imposition. We're going to save thousands of tons of plastic, and we're going to return billions of dollars to the retail sector. We are innovating mobility for a sustainable world. This is a quick click to request is on our website, so you could click that, you would get that Excel spreadsheet. You could go in there and edit and see kind of how it store specific relates to your own business. So, any questions? Yes, sir.
How many shopping cart manufacturers are there? And have you considered going to them directly? Shopping cart manufacturers.
Oh, God. So there's one in Newton, North Carolina called Technobuilt. Technobuilt was bought 6 or 7 years ago by a company called Funzel. They are a German company, the largest trolley manufacturer in the world. Technobuilt, excuse me. Technobuilt ships about 1 million carts a year, 3,000 a day, which real quick, you know, they're buying 4 million wheels. Yeah, so we identify there are really 4 opportunities, we think. There are the wheel manufacturers, there are the cart manufacturers, there are those that come by and maintain the carts, and they're the end user. Okay. One thing we know, I told this Rita, we met up in Rochester, and he said, "Why don't you go to the cart manufacturer?" And I said, "I can, but you will never see a nickel of that savings." So it's your money. If you've got 1/10 of that or 1% of that, it's not going to move share price to these big, but it's real money. So if you want to give it to your service provider, that's fine. But what they're seeing is they're having to pay employees more, entry level. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for them to kind of get some more responsibility and add some value to the company. Yes.
Have you thought about going to FedEx, UPS, or the U.S. Postal Service, all who have a green initiative, and saying, look, the economics on your material handling probably going to be even better than a grocery cart because the utilization of their carts are.
Yeah, I just haven't done it. I mean, there's just, like you say, I mean, the more you think about it, the more opportunity there is. The federal government, it's kind of sticky. And you could
FedEx and UPS would
I thought
easier
that,
to get it.
yeah. Well, Postal Service, think about that. Yes.
What's the difference between a trolley and a cart?
Trolleys, all wheels are on swivel casters.
Okay.
They're overseas. And they run around real tight spaces. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just convert carts to trolleys?
I'm sorry?
Why not just convert carts to trolleys?
You have to ask. I mean, they've been around since Sylvan invented the shopping cart for decades. I can't answer that question. But it wouldn't solve the problem. Mm-hmm. What happens is the space, all the wheels in the space, it's already populated.
So you're not just going after wobbly carts.
Huh?
I'm
sorry?
Position this as a wobbly cart problem. It's not a wobbly cart problem.
It's not a wobbly cart, it's a wheel problem. The wheel, so there are 2 things that are going on. A wheel, if you get one and you're sitting there and you're seeing it kind of do like that, that's called a flutter. What's happening is that the stem that goes up through the bar is not tightened down enough. What we're talking about is really that sideways motion or the damage that occurs just over and over of a wheel coming out of the parking lot onto that cement column.